Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome to Penguin Falls 2K21. This course was designed by Alan Greenspan and remastered for PGA Tour 2K21. So let's have a look at the course settings. Fairways are soft, green speeds are fast, time of day is noon, and the weather is overcast. Let's check out the tee options. We will be playing from the Tiger tees, which are playing 7,521 yards. This course originally featured in the Tiger Woods PGA Tour series, designed by EA Sports. It's in the game. And if, like me, you were a huge fan of that franchise, this course will bring back many a fond memory. So I'm certain we can reach this middle island fairway. Just going to apply a tiny bit of fade here, try and turn us around this huge rock and get it onto that fairway. It's an excellent tee shot, and that is certainly going to find the left hand side of this fairway. I'm revisiting these courses, guys, getting myself and hopefully you guys in the mood for PGA Tour 2K23. Obviously Tiger Woods is the cover athlete and he is part of the game design team. That's a tiny fast, but that should comfortably kick up onto the green and set up an eagle opportunity. Like I say, I'm getting many questions regarding PGA Tour 2K23. Sadly, at the moment, I don't know any more than what you guys already know. But as soon as I do get information, you will be the first to know. So tough opening putt here. This is really going to turn from left to right, 26 feet out. It's a good putt line. We've certainly got the weight. That should start to turn. It looks like it could drop. It does drop. And what a way to start the round here at Penguin Falls with an eagle. Now, as you can see, I'm playing on pro difficulty, guys, and like I mentioned in my previous video, it's all about preparing for PGA Tour 2K23 now. So options here, left hand side's not the best option, so I'm going to try and fade this from left to right and find the right hand side of this fairway, taking out the water and the rocks. So another perfect, that is turning really well. This ball should kick left on the fairway. It's done exactly that, and that's probably going to leave me nothing more than a pitch into this elevated green, 79 yards out. I've got a 6 mile per hour wind helping me here, so gap wedge should be made for this. Oh, that's a tiny slow. That is going to come up short right. That will leave a nasty putt, a downhill putt which will turn from right to left. And that's confirmed a lot of movement in this putt. The problem here, the more right I go, the more left it's going to break. Delicate touch required here. Is that going to turn? We miss that on the high side, and with that we are going to pick up our first par off the round, and that does mean I will remain at 2 under par after that superb eagle on the first hole. Hole number 3. Once again, you do have options here. Very tough tee shot if you go left. Cool waterfall off there in the distance. I'm going to take this on. Let's see if we can find the centre of this fairway. Wind should comfortably bring us round. We do get the perfect. It's in the hands of the golfing gods now. Oh, that is such an unlucky kick. We do find the light rough. I certainly don't want to be past this flagstick. As you can see, that slope will just take the ball all the way down to the bottom tier of the green. So just shaping this from right to left. Beautiful shot. Is this going to sit down? This should start to make its way towards the pin. What a fantastic golf shot this is. I don't think I could have played that any better. And if you haven't already done so, guys, please make sure to leave a like. And if you are new to the channel and enjoying the content and looking forward to PGA Tour 2K23, please smash the subscribe button because it is free. How on earth is that ball missed on the right hand side? We look back at it and the beads are certainly moving a lot quicker and more aggressive than it first showed me. So that's a disappointing par there. We should have walked away with a birdie. But this course first featured in Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2004, and back then it was called Penguin Falls, but it also makes an appearance in Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2002, but it was named Tiger's Dream 18. So just playing the wind and the slope and the green here on this island par 3. That should make its way up and start to turn towards the flagstick. It's going to leave me a nasty uphill putt. but hopefully it's one we can convert and get to 3 under par. Green speeds are 173. There's actually not a lot of movement in this. This putt's all on the weight and hopefully keeping my putt line straight. Oh, you could argue that I pushed my putt line to the right there. I think we had the read. We certainly had the weight. And once again, disappointing not to walk away with another birdie. So we are 2 under after that eagle start. Hole number 5. This is going to be a tough par 4 into this 9 mile per hour wind. You do have options here, you will see on the left hand side, but it's a tiny, tight fairway. But as you all know, I do love a challenge, so let's see if we can find the centre of this fairway into the wind. I do get the perfect. Hopefully this kicks left and does remain on this fairway. It's a fantastic shot. Once again, we've just been unfortunate with the kick, and now we've got this huge rock formation to contend with, as well as the heavy rough. I'm just trying to land this at the front of the green and let the slope to the right hand side of the flagstick do the rest. It's a good strike. The draw should start kicking in. There it is. Hopefully this has the legs to bounce up onto the green. Oh, it just comes up short. It is going to leave me a chip-in opportunity. So unlucky there. Another yard to run out, and that ball would have filtered all the way down towards the flagstick. So let's see if I can chip this one in from 6 yards out. Delicate touch required here. That should start to turn. That's a lovely touch. Spanish hands there, just like Seve Ballesteros, the great man himself. And I do move to 3 under par. But hole number 6 is a short par 4, albeit a very tight fairway. Once again, these rock formations up here on the left hand side really obscure your view to the green, and it can block your approach shot out. Do you know what? Let's go driver. I think we're going to take this on. 3 woods, the kind of daylight shot. I'm going to try and shape this from left to right. Tiny bit of fade. And see if we can find that tight fairway up there. It's a lovely strike. This ball should kick right and hopefully remain on the fairway. That really is a fantastic tee shot. Fortune favours the brave there, and that is going to leave me a pitch shot. We do have the wind behind us here, so full backspin and a little bit of loft on this sand wedge. It's another fantastic strike. This should sit down quickly and spin back a little bit. Go on, get in the hole. Oh, we just come up short on the left hand side, but we are going to convert this little 1 foot putt, and with that we do move to 4 under par. Let's see if we can keep on this birdie streak. Hole number 7 is a par 5. This is a really awkward hole, but with a good tee shot you can certainly reach the green in 2. I'm just going to loft up my driver here and try and find the gap between the bunker and that crater that will take you through to the water on the right hand side. That is a baby fast, but hopefully this kicks right on the fairway. Wind is starting to shift me as well. Unfortunately, the fairway taking us away from the hazards there. Albeit the light rough, we can comfortably reach this green into, I think 6 iron just about carries the bunker here. Anything right off the flagstick should kick left towards the pin. There's a perfect. That's turning really, really nice. It's going to be a little bit long, but it is going to set up another good opportunity. This time it's for the eagle putt from 5 feet out. Just a little bit of movement in this putt. Playing this dead weight and playing the break, it turns into the centre of the cup. We do pick up the eagle, our second of the round, and with that I do move to 6 under par. So hole number 8, it's another tough tee shot here. You really need to find the right hand side of this fairway, so I'm just going to apply a lot of fade into the wind. There's a tiny slow. This could well kick into the bunker, you know. Really needed the perfect with the amount of fade I applied there. Sadly it's a heavy rough. This is going to be a tough shot now. It's like a valley green here. Hopefully 5 irons got the legs to reach. And let's see if we can play the slope on the green. It's a tiny fast. That needs to go. This should comfortably kick up onto the dance floor. Oh, really bad and unfortunate kick. I really thought we had the bank shot there. So once again, it's going to be a chip-in opportunity, this time from the light rough. I've got the luxury of fully attacking this. It's a fast. It's going to miss on the left-hand side due to that. But we are going to pick up the par after that poor tee shot and move on to the final hole of the front nine at 6 under par. This is an epic downhill par 3 if memory serves me right. Into a 7-mile-per-hour wind, downhill by 165 feet, so 101. My sand wedge should be bang on, by the way. I'm just going to apply a little bit of de-loft and try and get this ball running out as soon as it hits the dance floor. Couldn't have hit that any closer to the perfect, but it is taking me left. We should get a firm kick to the right here. Oh, that sat down almost instantly. It is going to set up a very straightforward putt according to these green grids. It says there's no movement. It's looking good. It is good. I do pick up another birdie and a solid way to finish the front nine. 7 under par with 2 eagles, and I move on to hole number 10. This is a par 5, but it is an awkward hole, playing a lot longer than what it suggests due to the layout. There's 2 islands over here. Now, if that wind was favourable, I would be contemplating that shot. It's not, so we are going to have to try and take on the tee shot to the left hand side here. Fortunately, it's an elevated fairway. I'm just going to try and kick the ball into the slight bank. Let's check out the yardage just to be sure. Yeah, that should work out really well. That 5-mile-per-hour wind will hold me up. Just applying a little bit of loft and a little bit of fade. I do get the perfect, and we are going to comfortably find this elevated fairway. And that ball sits down really quickly.
Yeah, we're setting up here about 210 or so.
So 6-mile-per-hour wind. 5 wood should be made for this. Anything to the left-hand side off the green is going to work out really well. It's a really good strike. This should kick up towards the pin. This may set up another eagle opportunity. Get in the hole. Get in. It didn't turn as much as I hoped, but it should leave me a pretty straightforward putt for our 3rd eagle off the round from 5 feet out. This would put me to 9 under par. Tiny bit of movement here. How did that ball not turn, ladies and gentlemen? You've seen it. Wow. Cannot believe that ball never turned. Disappointing. That's just a birdie. That should have been an eagle. We should have been 9 under par. We take it on the chin. We move on to hole number 11. This is an extreme dogleg left, if I do recall. I'm going to take on the Tiger line here. Hopefully this 8-mile-per-hour wind helps me out. That's a tiny fast. This ball is going to kick hard left. Will it stay on the fairway? That's the question. It's not. Sadly, that's kicked into the sand. We can still comfortably reach this green in 2. I'm just going to apply a little bit of loft and full backspin and try and land this on the green. Oh, that's a baby slow. That will lose me a few yards. The ball is going to kick up onto the green, but that is going to leave me a much longer putt than I had hoped. To be fair, the ball didn't come out as hot as I expected, and this is a really tough putt from 37 feet out. Just try to lag this as close to the hole as possible. This has actually got a chance of turning in, by the way. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Oh my goodness, that just seems to be how things are going in this round. So close to the birdie there from 37 feet. But it is a par. And I move on to hole number 12. You need to shape this tee shot. It's very difficult with this 10-mile-per-hour wind, but I'm going to have to fade it ever so slightly. 5 iron into this 11-mile-per-hour wind. Anything right, you are in the drink. Same with left. Bunker in play as well on the right-hand side. That is a baby slow. That is probably going to come up short right. That actually may kick into the heavy rough. It's a light rough. Really needed the perfect there. And this is actually a tricky chip shot from the light rough, just in between clubs here. I'm not sure if gap wedge runs out due to the elevation at my feet. I'm going to go the pitching wedge here, full backspin. Hopefully this lands just short of the green and runs out. It's a laser beam perfect. That's a fantastic chip shot. It is going to ensure a tap in par, and with that I will remain at 8 under par. But this really is a difficult golf course, guys. One shot can just massacre your scorecard. And we move on to hole number 13. Tough tee shot here. You do have options. I'm really in between decisions here. I want to hit driver, but I just don't feel it's a shot. I'm actually going to deal off this 3-wood and try and just come up short of the bunker on the right hand side. There's a perfect. This ball should run out, and hopefully I've left the gap between these two rock mines. But that is the sensible shot. It's going to leave me a much longer approach shot in. 264 yards, so actually I can't reach this in 2. Let's try and be brave, take on the driver, and hopefully get a firm bounce out on the fairway. But that bunker's in play. It's a tiny slope. That is going to kick into the sand. But hopefully I can walk away with the par save here and splash this close for the tap in par. If we get this on a good line, this has actually got a chance of going in. Let's see if we can get this close to the hole. There is the perfect. Go on, get in, get in. Just come up a little bit short. We had that on line there too. It's a solid par. I think over the years I've probably walked away with bogeys, double bogeys, triple bogeys in that hole due to poor tee shots. So once again, you do have options off the tee box here. I'm just going to apply a little bit of draw and try and find the right centre off this fairway. And hopefully the ball does kick right. It takes us down to the bottom part of the fairway. It's a superb strike. The draw's kicking in beautifully. Hopefully this does run out and stay on the fairway. This ball should turn hard right now. It does. That's a fantastic bit of sculpting from Alan Greenspun. And that's going to leave me nothing more than a wedge into this 14th green. I'm just going to apply a lot of backspin here due to the slope at our feet. Tiny bit of loft. And hopefully the wind and the slope at my feet does turn us from left to right. Oh, that's a grey fast, and with the amount of shape I have applied, that's going to come up short left. It will be a makeable putt though. It will be from distance. 24 feet out. This ball should slide from left to right, slightly downhill. Just going to try and play this dead weight. It is a good weight. That ball's not turned. Wow, that ball did not turn anywhere near as much as I expected. I've maybe hit it through some of the break, but this is now a test and putt just for the par save. We're bogey free so far. Unfortunately, that does remain the case after that fantastic par, and we will move on to hole number 15. It's another fantastic par 3 at 8 under par. So I do have a 9-mile-per-hour wind. 9-iron should be made for this here. It's a good strike. This should find the backstop and hopefully make its way back down towards the pin. Come on, back you come. Back you come. Reluctantly coming back, but it is a good tee shot. It's another little test and putt from 10 feet. Just going to tap this and get it running down this slight slope. And hopefully it does turn this time. That's on a good line. And it does drop on the left hand side edge of the cup. We do move to 9 under par. And we are coming towards the closing holes of Penguin Falls Remastered for PGA Tour 2K21. Let's use the rocks here. I think we've always used this method. It's a tiny fast, but this should kick comfortably onto the fairway. Oh, that's a horrible kick. Where's that going to run out? Sadly, it's the heavy rough. Probably that tiny fast off the tee box didn't help. But this green is going to help us out here. It's like a cross-shaped green. I'm just going to go full backspin to the 6-iron here and try and play the slope. It's a laser beam perfect. This should comfortably find the slope, and with the backspin I have applied, should sit down. Come on, ball, check. That's a fantastic shot. It is going to set up another good birdie opportunity, this time from 7 feet out. Hopefully we can read this putt better. Tiny bit of movement. This time we find the centre off the cup, and I do move to 10 under par. Probably hole number 5 could well be my all-time favourite hole on the Tiger Woods courses, the fantasy courses. But hole number 17, this is probably drivable with an 18-mile-per-hour wind, with a favourable kick. Tiny slow, and with the draw I have applied there, that's probably going to find the sand. But back in the day, you could comfortably drive this green with all the spin and shape you could apply. But let's see if we can pitch this one close with a lob wedge, full off, full backspin. It's a tiny slow, but it should be on a good line. This should spin back a little bit. Come on, ball. Didn't generate the spin I was looking for. As you can see, it is an uphill putt. This one's not the toughest of putts we've had today. That's just going to come up short. I knew it, I just did not hit it. We had the line. Sadly, that's a par, but we are going to move on to my all-time favourite Tiger Woods fantasy golf course hole on all the courses. This hole is played entirely in a cave. Due to the wind we have, I'm limited to my options here. That's a silly shot to take on. I'm just going to have to lay up with a free wood here. And this is now a free shot, par 3, playing 669 yards. How weird is that, seeing the ball navigate its way through this enclosed cave? But that's a fantastic tee shot. Still an awkward shot coming up here.
Time for our second shot here on number 18.
I'm just going to play this safe. 6 iron is going to be too long, so let's go 7 iron. Just applied a tiny bit of draw just to counteract the wind. Can we find the fairway? It's another perfect. That's turning superbly. I'm still going to have a lot of work to do to get on the green and free. Probably about 200 yards out still. 220, but my 5 wood is going to be made for this. Certainly want to be on the right hand side of this green. This is going to kick up from the fairway. Let's see if we can find the right hand side off that fairway. There's a perfect. The wind's taking me round beautifully, and this ball should kick left up onto the green. It needs to sit down though. Come on, check up, check up. What a fantastic golf shot that is. Hopefully I can walk away with the birdie here. Birdie is a fantastic score on this hole any day of the week, especially in the winds we were dealt. It's a fantastic putt. It does ensure that final birdie, and with that I am going to shoot a 61-11 under par. But that is it for today's video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, and until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.